Hey guys, Rick and Duke. Welcome to another episode of Hogg Words of Wisdom, brought to you by the Firearms Training Notebook. Again, you want to have a plan for your training, regardless whether it's your live fire or dry fire training. The Firearms Training Notebook gives you that tool to make that plan and make yourself 1% better in your marksmanship journey. So, again, guys, in this episode, we're going to talk about Washington, D.C. It's compromised. Yes, it is. Patrons, don't forget, stand by. We got some added content for you guys. I do a little bit of housekeeping mid-stroke, kind of throw you guys off, but don't forget, real quick, accountability check. Did you work out today? If you listen to this, you still got time. Don't forget, get your dry fire in, live fire in, whatever you got time for. Look for that good act of kindness. What are you grateful for? Man, just be a good person. It's that easy. All right, let's jump right into this thing, man. Washington, D.C., man. As times progress, we find out more and more how compromised it is. We won't even get into the Biden crime family, right? That's a given. Old Oatmeal Joe, I mean, that man has taken more money from more people. He's compromised bigger than you can shake a stick at. Is he making decisions for himself, for his wallet? Again, against the people of the United States of America. Why is he still in office? I have no idea. His son, same boat, right? But through all this, here's the mind-boggling part, right? They've got his computer. You know, DOJ has it, FBI's had it, and nothing, right? We're making very little progress to even get anything done. You listen to the Attorney General sit there and talk in front of Congress, and it's a joke, man. I'm like, dude, you're in charge of the DOJ, and you're an absolute moron. Um, I don't know why we haven't pulled the trigger and arrested these cats, because trust me, there's enough stuff there, right? Get Biden out of office. He can't run this country. He is compromised. The Chinese are in his pocket. They're probably telling him what to do. But let that sink in, right? All this stuff was clear. But again, your social propaganda machines made sure you weren't aware of the information. The information was out there, right? You could find it. You'd have to do some digging, but the information, not all of it, but for the most part, was out there. But the American people didn't do anything, right? Most people don't want to put the work in and investigate what's going on. But shockingly, CNN made this announcement. Trump was right, right? CNN, the Communist News Network, propaganda machine 101. They said Trump was right. Whoa, what's going on there? As far as the whole Biden crime family, I mean, you can't sit there and go, I had no dealings with my son's foreign affairs or, business dealings. Come on, dude. What kind of father are you? Oh, yeah, you're not. You're just a crook. Anyway, that that whole piece goes without saying. Why he has not been impeached, I have no idea. I mean, Trump sneezed wrong and they'd sit there and impeach him, right? So again, just the double standards up there. But I want to shift over, right? We know the White House is compromised. Let's go over to Capitol Hill. What is it with these quote unquote elected officials? Senator Bob Mendez, accused of being or accused of acting as an agent for Egypt. Right? I mean, come on, dude. So again, I'm all about due process. Don't get me wrong. But at the same token, when you're a senator, you have access to information. All that needs to be removed. Sorry, dude. You are no longer permitted on the Capitol grounds. Cast your vote from afar, go back to your home office where there's no type of secret material there or access there too. What is going on, man? We got to get some rules in place, man. When these people violate national security or being accused of being or acting for a foreign government, we know Joe's doing it, right? Won't do squat there. Old Senator Bob, man, doing nothing, right? I'm boggled at the lack thereof. But really, here's the one that hits home, and we're going to do some high speed interactive stuff here. So, old Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, right after Hamas, which is a terrorist organization, which murders people, burns people alive, beheads people, rapes people, right? And we're not talking about fellow soldiers. We're talking about civilians, right? They are terrorists. They are savages. I'm going to call her a savage, right? Because she ends up putting a Palestinian flag right next to her office on Capitol Hill. Now, personally, for me, I think here's the deal. I'm all about freedom of speech. You guys know that. However, there are some places that I disagree in the aspect of this. The only flag that should be up on Capitol Hill is the flag of the United States of America, not a Palestinian flag that supports terrorism via Hamas, right? It's a given deal. And for all you people out there going, oh, that's fake. Oh, that's this. Pull your blinders off, people, right? That just tells me you've never left this country. You've never seen the violence these savages do because they are savages. And the things you see them do to another human being, it's out of control. But I want to play a little soundbite for you. So old Rashida Tlaib was being interviewed by Fox News shortly after Hamas's deadly attacks in Israel, leaving 1,400 killed. Don't forget, there was Americans in there, right? I think the count's up to now 30 Americans. Plus, we got American hostages being held by these savages, but nobody wants to bat an eye. Listen to this dialogue. Watch this high-speed technology. You can't comment about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads. Congresswoman, do you have a comment on Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? You have nothing to say about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? Do you condone what Hamas has done, chopping off babies' heads, burning children alive, raping women in the street? You have no comment about children's heads being chopped off? Congressman, why do you have the Palestinian flag outside your office if you do not condone what Hamas terrorists have done to Israel? Do Israeli flags not matter to you? Wow. How about that, huh? A member of Congress that is supposed to represent this country won't even make a comment, but puts a Palestinian flag outside of her office. Why has the Sergeant of Arms not scooped her up, removed her off the premises, and again, removed her from any type of access to secret information? Because now, again, how do we know that she's not giving that information to Hamas, right? She's showing her allegiance right there by posting that flag outside of her office. She's blatantly slapping the American people in the face, going, I support terrorism. Think about it. Goes to our family members. She supports savages that kill U.S. service members, right? So they are. They're terrorists. Why is she still up there in office? You know, people in Michigan, what are you thinking? But my biggest concern is, again, I believe she has due process, right? She's innocent until proven guilty. But however, for national security's sake, remove her where she has any type of access to any information, anything. Because how do we know she's not pushing that info back to Hamas? Hey, she might be privy to some email, some conversation. Hey, Israelis are getting ready to do this. And next thing you know, she's sitting there telling Hamas what's up. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to police our own? When is DOJ going to step up and do something? You know, I mean, you look at old Congresswoman Omar. They removed her from the Foreign Affairs Committee. They removed her. That's right. So again, not a full debunk, but again, not like some of the comments she's saying. There's a common theme up here, right? I think we got terrorists infiltrated into the Capitol, and we're doing nothing about it. It's absolutely mind-boggling. that we as Americans are not picking up on this, that we as Americans aren't better looking at who's our quote unquote representatives. Because at the end of the day, my opinion, not a one of them care about nothing up there, right? What they care about is getting their pockets fat. What they care about is, hey, I've got the power to do whatever. But it's absolutely mind boggling that we are not policing these people. Are they above the law? They think they can do whatever they want. We can have spies infiltrate the Capitol, terrorists infiltrate the Capitol, and we do nothing about it. Heck, if you were just by the Capitol January 6th, you got scooped up, you got brought downtown, stuck in the box for a bit, but these people can't. I mean, there's some serious questions you got to ask Talib. You have a Palestinian flag out in front of your office. What's your intent? Why are you doing that? As I stated, I don't believe any flag, with the exception of the flag of the United States of America, or I should rephrase, or the state's flags, right? So, hey, you got a representative want to put flag of North Carolina inside his office. Roger that. I'll give you that, right? But other than that, nope. Because again, it's the United States of America. These are supposed to be our representatives. But man, I don't know, guys. It's definitely an interesting time. And, you can try to sit there and hit up DOJ. I got zero faith in those cats, right? The attorney general, worthless. Listen to him, you know, talk in front of Congress, worthless. Same broken record, same story. Stick to this party line. Don't say nothing. Um, it's frustrating. But at the same token, I want you to keep your heads up, right? I'm not saying get you down, just be aware. Understand what these people are doing. Take a closer look so you can be better educated and there in turn educate your kids and educate fellow Americans as far as what's going on. Real quick, guys, before I kind of close this episode of Warhog Woods Wisdom, quick housekeeping, guys. Do us a huge favor. Swing by warhog.com, kellydefense.com. Sign up for those newsletters. Trust me, we will not blast you with a bunch. I've been probably doing a little better about one a week just because we got stuff going on, whether it was our low light stuff, just to give people a reminder, hey, we still had slots in there. We've got some upcoming free law enforcement firearms training via Spikes K9. You can swing by warhog.com, get more info on that. Again, December 6th up in Suffolk, Virginia. So again, specific one-handed shooting for the K9 officer, trying to take care of those guys via Spikes K9 Fun and Spike School. So Patreon has done a slight shift. So Patreon has kind of opened the doors where you can become a member, and we're trying to figure out how to adjust the quote unquote membership and then what members are getting versus kind of those that are actually part of the crew. So again, being an entrepreneur, always trying to figure out what people are doing, how they're changing, how they're trying to get, I guess, more people over to Patreon. But there's always a 7-day free trial, and we typically put out when that next Zoom call is going to be. So if you guys want to check it out, you can do that. I'm going to tell you this: we'll probably put it out in the next one because I didn't do my due diligence and pull the review. But man, it's been like 10 months since we had a last Apple review. We finally got one in. I want to make sure I give him the proper credit. I read it, but again, versus me trying to go to the phone here and find it real quick, I want to make sure to give due credit. But guys, this is what helps us get the message out there, right? Those ratings, reviews. Unfortunately, big tech, that's what it's all about. No different if you've attended a Warhog class. Hey, just type in Warhog Tactical in Google and you'll see a little pop-up, hey, leave a review. Those are the things that help us out, right? We can't do it without you. And we are going to be, just by the nature of being in the firearms business, oppressed. I mean, that's just what it is. But we need your help with that. So anyway, kind of in closing, here's the deal. Be a better educated American. That's your words of wisdom, right? Know what these savage politicians are doing, what they've got their sticky fingers into. And yeah, so I'm going to pass it off right now, guys. Patrons, stand by because we got some more added info that I'm going to pass to you guys direct. But for the rest of you guys, God bless you. God bless your families. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. Rick and Duco out. All right, patrons, we're back. Hey guys, first and foremost, can't tell you enough how much I appreciate your support. Couldn't do this stuff without you guys. So for all of you out there as part of the crew, thank you guys for all your support. As far as this last episode, as far as the crap that's going on up in DC, to be honest with you, I don't know how we fix it. Right, short of when it's time to vote. But again, the problem comes in Michigan, New York. I mean, typical drama states, right? Um, but we've got to educate our fellow Americans, man. So when they go to vote, that they're not casting for these morons, and that's what they are. These people that are compromised. Um, we need them to deliver our mail, our concerns. We want lower gas prices. We want safety. All the things that we want as Americans, just life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? It's about life, liberty, and the pursuit of misery right now, man. I mean, just everything is just suppressed and just out of control. Um, but I say all that not to be Debbie Downer. It's just I say all that just to be a realist, right? So we have to have the vision to go, all right, how are we going to make ourselves better? We need to have the vision to go, hey, how are we going to raise our kids a little better? We need to have the vision to sit there and go, how can I educate somebody in a conversation, right? And part of it is education. So we just can't get into an arguing match. Hey, state the facts. Talib, I'll tell you straight up, terrorist, right? You put a Palestinian flag out there in front of your office, you are a terrorist. Why are you still up on Capitol Hill? That's the question of the hour, right? Sergeant Arms should have came down, said, I'm escorting you off the premise. And until we sort this thing out, boom, take your flag with you, beat it. It's very interesting times we live in. But at the end of the day, you need to keep your heads up. You need to stay strong. You need to get educated. Make sure you're doing your dry fire, your workouts. Look for that act of kindness. What are you grateful for? Be a good, husband, father, son, brother, whatever it is, reach out to your friends, all that good stuff that needs to be done. And at the end of the day, it's always a great day. I'm on this side of the dirt, 100%. It's always a great day. So, guys, don't forget, be 1% better every single day. To you, my patron crew, I tell you this: God bless you. God bless your families. God bless our troops. And God bless these United States of America. Rick and Duco out.